Look at the legendary Gaussian channel. Bitcoin has just fallen into quicksand. The last time that we fell into quicksand in phase 1 of the bull was here, and it added 252 days to our recovery. Are we about to add 250 more days of recovery to this market? Let's find out. Are you tired of being in the rat race? Do you want multiple streams of income? Do you want more free time to do the things you actually like? There's only 1 day left. The clock is ticking. $19,000 of value for only $91 a month. You need as little as 5 minutes per week to change your life. Here's what you're gonna get when you sign up. You're gonna make way more money trading and investing. You're gonna have multiple streams of income. You're gonna get out of the rat race. You're going to have way more free time to do the things you actually like. And by the way, you can cancel at any time. It's a no-brainer. Go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com. The clock is ticking. Don't miss out. Click on this box right here. That's the most value and the most popular. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Now, we're jumping back in. We're on the weekly chart, Bitcoin US dollar index, and we're on the legendary Gaussian channel. We're on the 7-day weekly Gaussian channel, and what we can see clear as day, Bitcoin has shifted from red to green, but in the green, we fell into quicksand. How bad is this going to get? Well, we have to first look at history, and let's take our journey all the way back to the glory days of 2012. And when we look at the big picture of Bitcoin on the Gaussian channel, we can argue about a lot of things, but some things are not debatable. We had 4 red periods, one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. All 4 of them represented the bear market. These things are undisputable, right? This was the bear market, this was the bear market, this was the bear market, and this was the bear market. Now, we're just going based on facts here, and follow along with me. In 2012, when we ended this red period, the market exploded with the green period. 2015, when we ended this red period, the market exploded with the green period. 2019, when we ended this red period, the market exploded with the green period. However, this was the only period in Bitcoin's history where we entered the quicksand back again. Now you may say, well, what the hell is the quicksand? Well, I'll show you. Whenever you dip your toes into this Gaussian channel, that's quicksand. Look at what happened in 2012. Again, we ended this red period, market exploded. When did the market stop exploding? When we dipped our toes into the quicksand back here. At that point, it was still very debatable that we would be going much higher. In fact, the high majority of humans, roughly around 75% to 80% of the people at this point, will say that we're going substantially higher. But we've fallen into quicksand, and anytime you fall into quicksand, it's at least 1 year of recovery. And once again, we had our next market cycle that exploded, but we dipped our toe into quicksand here. And once again, 75 to 80% of the people at this point in the market believe we're going substantially higher. What ends up happening? Well, we dipped our toe into quicksand, and it was at least 1 year of recovery. It happens time and time again. We covered it right here in 2021, where the market exploded, but we dipped our toe into quicksand here. And once again, 75 to 80% of the people at this point in the market believe we're going substantially higher. But we dipped our toe into quicksand. Who wins? The people who are guessing or quicksand? Quicksand's undefeated, and you don't want to mess with it, and at least 1 year of recovery. Now that you understand the power of quicksand, right? We've been covering the Gaussian channel for years and years and years. There's something interesting about this cycle. Yes, that we had a red cycle. What we can say is that 2 of these red cycles were relatively short, 12 and 19. We can also say that 15 and 23 were somewhat similar, with 406 days and 427 days of this red period, respectively. What we can also notice is that when we shifted from red to green, as soon as we shifted to green, we were literally in the quicksand. That's never happened before. When we shifted to green, we never touched here. When we shifted to green here, we never touched here. And even in 2019, when we shifted to green, we were still way above the green, and it was still many, many, many days, even months, until we actually went into quicksand. Whereas present day, We didn't really have time in the green. We went directly into quicksand. So we can say with certainty that there are a lot of similarities between these cycles. We can say that there are some differences, and we can also say that there are some certainties that we're dealing with here. Special gift. I'm going to give a special gift to the first 10 people who hear this and sign up. Your time starts now. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Bitcoin will continue to catch everybody off guard. You look at these markets where I said 75 to 80% thought this. The market always does the opposite in the big picture. The problem is people get caught up in the short term. Today, tomorrow. That's not the right mentality. The people who are less fortunate in this world are worried about today. How do I feed my family today? Money today. People who are more successful think about this month, next month. And the people who are uber successful think about the next few years or the next decade. I want you to shift your mindset because it takes the same amount of time to make a trade to make $50 as a time it takes to make a trade to make $50,000. They take the same amount of time. That's the same preparation. It's the same strategy. It's the same studying of the charts. Do you want to make $50 shifts in your life or 50,000? It takes the same amount of time. Focus your shifting on the bigger picture and where the market is moving in the bigger picture, and stop focusing on the day-to-day and all of the hype and turmoil that social media brings to the daily price action changes of Bitcoin. Irrelevant. You're spending all of your time trying to make $50 decisions. Use that same time to make $50,000 decisions, $500,000 decisions, $5 million decisions. They all take the same amount of time. You choose where you want to put your time. It seems pretty obvious. For me, I don't focus on what Bitcoin's going to do today, tomorrow. That's not my area of expertise. I have no interest in that area. I never focus on it in my trading, and I never focus on it in my videos. I'm continuously focused on the bigger picture and keeping you level-headed. We said at the beginning of the year, we said 3 things. Number 1, it's probably going to be phase 1 of the bull. Everybody disputed that. Where are we? Phase 1 of the bull. The second thing we said is that the best case scenario for Bitcoin is 48K. And the third thing we said is the worst case scenario for Bitcoin is to retest our base. All 3 of the things were highly disputed, but here we are. The year is almost over, and all 3 of those things are perfectly true. The Bitcoin bull said 48K, we're going way higher than that. Steve, you're delusional. We haven't. We didn't go higher than 48K. The Bitcoin bears were like, Steve, retested the base. You're ridiculous. We're going down way below our base in 2023. Really? We haven't. All 3 of those things we said way at the beginning of the year, they're still true. Why? I'm focused on the big picture. I study the big picture nonstop. If you want to make $5 decisions or $50 decisions, you have to wake up. It takes the same amount of time to make $50,000 decisions, $500,000 decisions, and $5 million decisions. It's the same time. It doesn't change anything. It's just your mindset. So I will say it again. We are here. We are in quicksand. This is highly noteworthy material of foreshadowing of potentially what's to come. What could save us is a momentum shift that we've just recently gotten in Bitcoin with the stochastic RSI cross. We're going to see if that has enough momentum to change the monthly charts. But again, we're showing some signs on broader scale that we could retest our base in the next 3 to 6 months. Not 3 to 6 days, not 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months. So until the bigger picture shifts, we have that concern. But if you're trading like me, you could care less. And if we do retest our base, that's an incredible buying opportunity. So I'll leave you on that note. 1 day left, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. I want to actually help you reach financial freedom. You've been looking everywhere for it. You've been trying everything. You don't like the job you're in. You don't like the situation you're in. You have way too much stress with money, and you know that. You got to be honest with yourself. For as little as $91 a month, I will help you turn everything around. If you're not willing to invest as little as 5 minutes per week into changing your life, you're going to be broke forever. If you don't have 5 minutes per week and you don't have $91, you're in trouble. The $91, if that's really a struggle and you're being authentic and real, send me an email and I will help you. But the 5 minutes per week, if you don't have 5 minutes per week, you'll be broke forever. And that's a bona fide fact. That's undisputable. Go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com. I'll see you on the inside. I want to have you earn 5 times more. There's mini courses, form alerts, trade alerts, live videos. My courses have the largest discount right now, but only for a limited time. Our courses have changed so many lives.
I experienced my first big winning trades, over 100% gain.
They have learned to turn off my emotions and be patient and gave me direction for my business activities.
They give you the approach to deal with everything.
If you're not sure whether you should do it or not, I highly recommend that you do.
This is your transformation. You're going to turn it all around starting right now. CryptoCrewUniversity.com.